Oluyole, the State Commandant, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, or your State Command. Dear viewers, keep watching Community Today of CEO Africa, the pride of Africa economy. Thank you and God bless you.
Good day, viewers, and welcome to yet another edition of your favorite program, Community Today of CEO Africa, where we discuss burning issues and personalities in the society. I am your host, Blessing Also. Here with me in the studio today is a core stakeholder and seasoned local government administrator, Prince Ayodeji ABASS ALESHINLOYE, the former chairman, Oluyole Local Government Council, Ibadan, Oyo State. You're highly welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Blessing. Yes. Yeah.
How is Oluyole Local Government faring now compared to when you were there?
Yeah, of course, there is a continuity because don't forget that it's still the same party that is still in power. I just left not quite long, and somebody came in, and I think he has continued from where we stopped. And of course, even if you are talking of how it's faring or what you are doing, but under this government, under Governor Ajimobi, there is a standard that has been put down for which you must make sure that you meet. So I think everything is still on, and there is progress. Yeah.
So what is the function of a local government chairman?
Yeah, the function of a local government is to see to the day-to-day activities running of the council, and to see to the well-being, and as the chief security officer, to make sure that that peace reigns in that local government, and also being the tier of government that is closest to the people at the grassroots. He must be able to do those things that will alleviate the suffering of the people at the grassroots, who are ordinary people. For example, not so many people, citizens of this country, can go to Abuja and see Mr. President. Not so many citizens can go to Agodi and see Mr. Governor. But people can go to the local government chairman, who is part of that community, stays with the people, in touch with the people, and tell them what the problems they have, and he in turn will mobilize people, resources to get the problem solved for them. So just for example, when there was flood in Oluyole local government in 2011, August 26, before the state government got to know, before Abuja could visit, we had for like 3 days, I could not sleep. I was woken up around 1 a.m. in the morning, and we'd be moving around, and when we saw that some houses have been submerged with water, we had to advise people to punch their ceiling, go climb up into the rooftop. So many people were calling me and picking their calls. They were telling you, come, oh, there is problem here, there is problem there. It's not as if you have that magic, but people want direction. They want their leaders to give them direction. When we go there, it's not that we have magic, there's something we can do. We only needed to call the fire service people. At that time, we only needed to buy tire tubes and give to those who can swim to rescue people. By that, we were able to rescue more than 100 people within that vicinity. That was before daybreak, before Oyo State government could come, before the president could visit. There's a lot of things. You know, Oluyole local government happens to be the local government that is at the receiving end of all the water within the city of Ibadan. Everything converges in Oluyole local government before going to Lagos. So we have that problem there. So what I'm saying in essence is that the local government chairman is the one that represents that government or governance that is very close to the people, and is the one that people will know, is the one people will run to, at least in the first instance, before you talk of the other tiers of government.
What makes Oluyole government unique compared to the other 32 local government councils in Oyo State?
Yes, there are so many things that makes Oluyole local government to be unique. One, if I should start by, we have rural local government, we have urban local government. If you talk of Ibadan Southwest now, it's purely urban. Talk of Ibadan North, it's purely urban. And if you talk of local government like Atisbo, it's purely rural. But Oluyole local government is a blend of urban and rural setting. Talk of Orita Challenge, is part of Oluyole local government, to New Garage. This is purely urban area. Go to Olomi area, go to Muslim area. But when you go to Idianure, Banla, you go far deep down, you have so many villages, and so on and so forth. So it's a blend of two. That's one of those things that make it very thick. You can lay claim of having rural area and also mainly agrarian, because a place about 70% is rural and 30% is urban. Apart from that, majority is the local government that has the largest number of industries in Oyo State. It's the local government that has the free trade zone. Left and right on that express to Lagos, it's Oluyole local government. That area is free trade zone, has been declared free trade zone by Oyo State government. So is the local government is also the only local government that has the highest number of quarry in Oyo State. You see quarry here and there. So it's so rich, so blessed, and it's a mix of rural and urban setting. It's a local government that is very special.
Okay. With all these dynamic qualities you've mentioned, are they really being managed well?
Yeah, I won't say it's been managed well before coming in, because when I came in with all the resources, we found out that so many schools are not in good shape. So many buildings of schools, so many clinics are not working very well. So at that point in time, what we could do is that people don't respect, as you said, we have so many companies, but they've not been respecting the fact that there should be corporate social responsibility, CSR. It's very alien to them, and it should not be so. So when we came in, we had to make them realize, we had to have meeting with them, we did stakeholders meeting with them, and of course, at a point in time, we told these companies, adopt a school policy. Just take a school and do renovation there. Adopt a clinic policy. Just pick a clinic and do something for them. And it worked. So, like NAMPAC and some other companies came and did so many things for us there. They renovated some schools. Some brought drugs to our clinic. So, it really worked because we made them to do their corporate social responsibility. In the past, with due respect to those who have been there, nothing like that relationship has been with those companies. And there are some companies that are not even cooperating at all. Like I told you of quarry that we have in the local government, it's supposed to be blessing to the local government. But it's not so. They are using obsolete materials to blow up the stone, instead of the modern one that is supposed to be. This one will now crack all the walls. Any building around that area, you see that even 2-3 kilometers from that blast, you will see crack. And even the local government secretariat, when they blast like this, it will shake the whole local government. So this is not modern. And we know environmental activists have been calling to this. It's not modern. It's not what they're supposed to use. So these are some of the disadvantages that have not been there. But people, because they have not been challenged in the past, when I was there, we challenged them. And some of these things actually work for us. We were able to get results. Okay. Yeah.
So for how long did you serve as the local government chairman?
Yes, I was actually local government chairman for 3 years, 3 months. It was at the end of about leaving office that I launched this book that I have here, the Grassroots Governance in Perspective, with Ryder, my experience in Oluyole local government, where I was able to document my activities. I can say it's a blend of academics and human angle story. Fine, academics in the sense that contemporary issue that we need to discuss about local government, how it came into being, the autonomy thing, those contemporary issues that have been debated here and there before now. Also, my entrance into politics how I was detained for several months as a student leader at OAU, what brought me into politics, and my leadership style, and the kind of people I work with in office. All of these things I try to put together. Why? Because I want people. You see, there are so many things that happen before you get into office. So many things we don't know. You promise so many things. So if people who are coming into office can read this book, they'll be able to appreciate and be able to think twice before making promises. For example, let me give you an example of my own situation. When I was coming into office, after I've been chosen, before I was sworn in, and I went into my area with some people and I said, oh, I saw a clinic that has been beautified, that has been built, it's so neat, so okay, very close, near a street to my house. And I said, oh, immediately I get into office, I'm going to open this clinic and it will work. And the people in my area were so happy, thank God, oh, we have this. When I got to the office, I called the MOH, who is the doctor of the local government, who is director in the health area. And I said, that clinic in my area, please, I want it open. Go and open it. He said, okay, no, there is no way we can do it. I said, why? He said, one, we don't have equipment that we put there. He said, equipment? Okay. You know, I told you about adopting a clinic policy with the government. That was when we had this thing, and a company quickly came in and said, okay, we'll give you equipment. Another one said they will donate drugs. I said, okay, now that you have that, I've got this thing done for you. Within 2 weeks, I told him, why are you open? He said, okay, it's still not possible. I said, why? He said, because we don't have staff that will go there. Because there was never go on employment of staff there. So there was no way to employ, because there is a directive from the state. So I said, okay. You know what you do? Other clinics that you have, that we have, take one, maybe one or two from different clinics to come to this clinic to come and work. And he said, can that work, Oga? I said, why? It worked. From Oluyole, pick one or two staff from the ones you have there, pick them here. From another clinic, pick another one. Just make sure that he said it won't work, because we needed to have 13 staff in Oluyole, and we have only 4. So do we take for that? So I look at it. So we are stopped. We are able to solve about 1 or 2 problems, but the third one, but before getting into office, before knowing all these problems, before knowing the what is in position, the Oyo State government not employing more people, I had committed myself to the people of my area, and they were so happy. So they won't know why I could not do it. At the end of the day, it was when we had YESO, coming in of YESO, that were giving YESO, that were able to, one way or the other, be able to open that clinic. Assuming there was no respite for me, and I had promised people, you know what those people will be saying about me, not knowing that it was not my intention not to open that clinic. So things like this, when you read this book, if you are preparing for office, for grassroots governance, you'll be able to understand better before you start making promises. And that is one of those things that inspired writing this book.
So can you give an overview of your successes and achievements while in office?
Oh, well, it's not easy, because we won't live here if I start reading out what we have done. For example, you see so many of these things, so many laurels that we have, so many things we have done. Several schools. We built more than new 8 schools. We renovated over 15 new schools. Ditto for clinic, about 10 renovated. So, and we built about 3. So in road construction, we constructed in 3 years, 6 road construction was done within the local government. The lawyers and we have, you can see everything is in picture. So many things like that we actually did before we left office. Empowerment for youth. Youth were trained in so many ways of making ends meet. We had more. You can see this. This is a standard school that was built. There was a particular area. This is another school. There was a particular area that got their school damaged by a windstorm, and within 3 months completed a new one for them. And so many people came in to assist as well. This is a vocational, Oluyole vocational training center that was built. You can see it here. So many things that we did at that time, and then of course so many things that even did I did jointly for as a body of Argon, because I was secretary of Argon, Association of Local Government Chairman of Nigeria. So there are so many things that we did that is documented. It's better read here than say, because if I start listing here, we may not live here on time. So
John Oyedokwade, the State Commandant, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, or your State Command. Dear viewers, people watch Community Today of CEO Africa, the pride of Africa economy. Thank you and God bless.
Okay. Speaking about grassroots level, would you say the people were really catered for?
Yes, not that it should be. Not that it should be. You see, the way I look at it is this. Let me still use Oluyole local government as an example. The local government has been since early 60s. The local government has been in existence. And this local government, until when they carve out Onara from that local government, is still very, very big. From Muslim area on that bridge, you go almost 50 kilometers to Ijebu, it's Oluyole local government. From Olomi bridge, go almost 50-something kilometers till you get to Ijebu boundary, it's Oluyole local government. From Odono Ilewe area on Orita Challenge to Otenya near Egba boundary, it's Oluyole local government. Before you start saying that you are going towards Ijebu area, going towards Odoanyure, Abanla, Onipe, Crane area, till you get to Ijebu boundary like that, it's Oluyole local government. Not talking of Sanyo, Poluwaji area, Soka, what likes. So it's still Oluyole local government. It has been like that for donkey years. The same allocation, formula for allocation that will be collected. And this local government has expanding, like Odon Elewe area, some 40-50 years ago, is a village. It was a village. Now, is a main city now. Go to Muslim, Olomi, Ayegu area, villages that you have to, it's like you are traveling out of Ibadan. So they build house everywhere now. So the population has increased. All the villages are merged together. All the villages, because it's the local government is an aspect of Ibadan. So now nothing has changed in terms of education. And there is what you are using to cater for maybe people of less than 60,000. You now use it for almost people of almost let's say 500,000. Everything I said, houses here and there. So the population is there. So it will. I won't say that the government at grassroots has been able to impact that positively the way it should be. Not because of the fact that those people at the end of affair don't want to do, but because they see no reason at the federal level to, for example, Ibadan ought to have had status of a state. Out of the 4 regional capital, it's only Ibadan that has not gotten the state status, and Ibadan is the biggest. And so if Ibadan is a state now, this local government will be able to split this local government into manageable sizes. So now, even my local government is much bigger than Bayelsa State as a whole. So, and Bayelsa State as a whole takes more allocation than Oyo State. So you can see all those mix-up, but people may not know. They will say local government is local government. For example, if you are moving within, let's even look at a local example. If a ward in Ibadan Southwest local government, a ward is in Molete area, the second ward is at Okeado, Okebola, another third ward is at Ring Road. But in Oluyole local government, if you are talking of a ward from Orita Challenge, another ward, before you get another ward, you get to, it may take a day journey to get to Olode, which is another ward. So it's still within the same local government. When they want to compare you, they compare you local government to the other. So, but when you look at the local government like Southwest or Ibadan North, how many area where do they have art road? I mean art road that is not tar within Southwest or Ibadan North. I have almost 50 kilometers of road in an area in a ward that is not tar, that I have to grade every day. But they still compare us, local government chairman. So if I have like from a ward, one ward to the other, Ojaba to Molete, one ward, and where will I grade in that area? I may cover almost 100 kilometers within 2 wards that I have to grade, that are art road. So all these things, the way it could be impacted in one local government differ considerably from the other local government. Bearing all this explanation I've just given.
So can you share with us some of the experiences you had when you took up the mantle of office?
Oh yeah, well, some of the experiences have been shared with you. One of the ones I can't forget in a hurry is that flood. There is even a chapter here in the book. It's about the flood of August 26, 2011. Barely a month I came in, and the thing started. Thank God that the thing happened during the Ramadan period, that people have to wake up early in the morning for early morning meal. Thank God it happened on a Friday, that people had to go to night vigil. So for those two factors, it made people to be awake, at least to quickly call on other people to assist. Around 1 a.m., because the rain started from the other day, around 1 a.m. calls have been coming in and everything. So everywhere have been submerged. We have so many where we had to rescue, come in. Even when we could not rescue in the night, we had to use megaphone to tell people to break their ceiling, to climb up and stay. Some were staying, so many people were staying on the roof that we picture them. Some are on top of tree. I remember a very pathetic story of 2 twins that were on top of the tree, and they head on to the tree. We saw them. The tree has been submerged. They were on the top of the tree, topmost part of the tree. Unfortunately, the twins and one old woman were on top of that tree. Unfortunately, there was a very, very big snake on top of that tree too. Out of the fear for that snake, we lost the 2 twins. They feared the snake. They jumped into the water, and the water took them. Only the old woman stayed put there, and we were able to rescue the woman before the snake was. Everything was. I mean, it was also documented in this book. So these are some of the experience I had. At the same end of the day, with our effort, what we did around that time, we were able to. I was so many callings, so many people who appreciate what we did that time. And, that's one of the very nasty experience I had at the camp.
It is obvious that when handling an office as tasky as yours, one is bound to face some challenges.
Yes.
Can you tell us some of the challenges you have?
Yeah, some of the challenges I would say face there is when you have a location that is not enough. Maybe you have a location that comes your way is around 50 million this month. You are paying salary of almost 3 million. Before you take off your running costs, maybe you are left with 2 million or 3 million. And you have as big as I have said. And I have over 200 kilometers of art road to grade. And you have drainages to construct. It's only when we have special fund like what do you say, excess crude oil money that we will now say, oh, project, we want to do tiring of food. So when you have change like that, what will you be able to do? Now, if out of about 200 communities, you are giving excess good money to go and do construct 2 roads, pick. Those who pick their road today, as they are appreciating you, you pick 2 out of 200 communities. 198 communities will become their enemy. These are some of the challenges. But you don't have the money to do it. It's within what you are given to do. And you must make a choice, has to be made. So these are some of the challenges, and of course the challenges of communication breach between you and those who are governing. And then we try to bridge that gap by making sure that we carry people along. It's not about how we do. We prioritize it, because like I told you, we have rural setting, urban setting. What the people of Orita challenge, what they may be talking of portable good roads, while people in Abala be talking of potable water. So you don't just go to Abala and say, hey, it's road we are doing for you today, whereas even they don't have good roads. But what is very pertinent or very important to them at that point is how to get potable water to drink. So you must carry along the community. You must work with the community. And that is why most of the things that people did before we came, not that people have not worked, there are so many boreholes everywhere that they did that it's not functioning again, spoiled, it's not being used again, and minor things that need to be fixed there. So, but what we did is that if we are giving you borehole here, we said the landlord and session chairman will be met, carry him along, we hand over the key to him. As we are doing it, we carry them along so that they will see it as their own project too. They don't see it as government project, so that when it has fault, it's there abandoned. When it's in any village, we'll give it to the head of the village, the Bale in that area, so that even if they are going to be collecting token, maybe you are collecting 10 naira for anybody fetching, so that you know when it has fault, you will repair it yourself. You don't, because other areas, so many other areas have not gotten one. Now you that they have just done for, you spoiled it, and you want government to come back when we're supposed to be moving forward. So we partner with the communities. When you partner with them, anything that you do will not have problem. They can take over from where you stop, and that is what we changed. The challenges that we faced when we came in, that so many things have gone wrong that we needed to change, which we try to change.
That being said, what is your stake on the autonomy of the local government? Yes,
it depends. It depends. You see, so many people have been coming up to say local government should be autonomous. Fine, it should be. But it has to be total. For example, this is what is operating in Oyo State now. We have some local government in the city. For example, in my own local government now, I have primary school teachers. That is almost 500 to 800. So when I want to pay their salary, if you say, okay, whatever comes to me should come to me directly, and I have to take care of my teacher, don't forget, part of the thing that cannot work in any having autonomy for local government is the fact that now the way we do it is that all local government, when your money comes, we centrally deduct the money salary school of a primary school teacher's salary. We deduct it in all the local government together. We deduct it together before we share the money. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because if you don't deduct it centrally, you say it's autonomy is autonomy. Yeah, I want to have my money. I have more teachers than a local government from O2. The Suwaji local government. Maybe he has just 50 teachers because there are not so many primary schools there. I have almost 500 to 800. If the money is not deducted centrally, by the time I pay for 800 teachers, I will have zero allocation. And there is no law that is saying that anybody from Utu cannot come and teach in my local government. Nothing stops them. Or else you allow me to employ my teacher and dictate those who work in my own local government. If I cannot dictate, if it's free, anybody can come and work, then the money should be deducted centrally. Then some people will say, it's no more autonomy. Why would they deduct money centrally? It has to. Otherwise, if it's not going to be deducted centrally, if it has to be local government that will pay its own, then I will dictate those people I will pay that will work in my local government. No, but because a director from Otu, just using that as an example, Tesiwaju, who comes to Ibadan to work, will bring his wife. The wife will be teaching Ibadan here, will be working in my local government. I can't ask the wife to go back to our local government to go and work. So, and we have to pay. She's doing services here. We have to pay. So, the joint account system will still work even if there is any autonomy. It will work in such a way that the money will be deducted centrally before we share out. So if anybody is saying that is not autonomy, you don't have autonomy, they are still deducting money centrally, fine. I will agree on autonomy that yes, if I'm to pay, I will determine who works in my local government. That will make it perfectly total. So we must understand this. This was well debated in this book, and which people need to understand.
Generally, how would you assess the performance of the 33 local government councils in Oyo State?
Yes, they did very wonderfully well. Seeing my time and the present crop of local government chairman, they've been doing very well. There is a standard that has been put in place by the governor of Oyo State. There is a standard. There was a time when, before we came in, we had to submit our CV. So, and the benchmark is that you must be a graduate to be considered at all. Then, so I think we have a very good standard for the first time in history of Oyo State that you make sure that at least you must be a graduate to be a local government chairman. I think we have very good ones.
So, is there a genuine plan on ground for local government elections?
Yes, the governor has said it. I have no reason not to believe my governor, who happens to be my leader. He has said it, and it's going to be. There has been this judicial bottleneck before now. There has been a kind of injunction or something on the process before now. So, but this year I think it's being sorted out, and I think there will be election. There's likely to be election. Yes.
All right. On a lighter note, how have you been coping with the fuel scarcity?
It's not be easy. You agree with me that I was to come here around 10 o'clock. I couldn't because I could not get fuel. It's everywhere, but thank God that there is hope. All these things cannot be blamed on the present government. I'm telling you, it cannot be, because we know when we had the opportunity of saving, of making sure we don't have crisis, we did not. We had opportunity, we didn't use it very well, and it's unfortunate that we did not direct our economy towards agriculture. We solely depended on oil. Now this government is trying to redirect and everything. So I think we should give them, even though if you think of what people are going through, you won't feel happy about the whole situation. But it cannot be blamed on this present government. I think we should give them time, and I know I am very, very sure that between now and next week, everything it will ease out by God's grace.
In your opinion, what do you think is the cause of the looming fuel scarcity?
Well, there are so many things. Like I said, so many things are out to have been done. Like even the refinery before now, when we had the money coming out from the school accounts, when we need to refurbish our refinery, when we don't need to take crude oil outside and bring back and find one, when we needed to have add more refinery, nothing was done. So the result of what we are getting today.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
So blessed to have you here.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you.
And so, viewers, we've come to the end of your #1 program. Till I come your way again, I am Blessing. Also, bye for now.